It's time.
Oh, well, good Thursday to you as well, Witch. Um, Good Thor's Day, I guess, also as well. Thor's Day, you know, the Thursdays are Thursdays because it's Thor's Day. It's Thur instead of Thor. Pretty cool, right? So, yeah, TB Conquest on 2 accounts, but hey, a little bit of super blast from the past. We're getting some old school bonus raid content here as I'm getting some attempts in on the triumvirate. That's a bummer. I actually got a raid score with my Empire team. Pretty slick. I did like 88,000, and now I'm struggling to get through. But I'm also completing a quest currently for just doing raid attempts. So I thought I'd see what I could do with Phoenix. As it turns out, not much. But, that's filling up. And I figured this would be a fun little thing to just sit and do while we're waiting a few minutes for people. I mean, I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. No. Yeah, this raid brings back some memories, though. Let me tell you. I remember how big of a deal it was when I got gas unlocked, and you could bring in gas to do a lot of damage. On You would get through phase one if you played it right and you had good RNG, and then you'd get part of the way into phase two, and then that eventually gave way to SLKRs and JMKs being able to solo the whole thing in record time. Who knew? Yeah, this thing was always so tricky, having to get through his protection. Time these things to stop yourself from getting annihilated. Well, I don't think Phoenix is going to do much of nothing. Maybe we'll try to catch phase two. But what are these even, like, what do these crates look like? Like, okay, because I got shards. Is it just a set amount of shards no matter what you do? Could be. I don't know. But hey, yeah, so we got to go in. We got some platoons to fill. Let me just pull up the good old Echo Station. Hopefully it decides to work. Come on. Why isn't Discord loading? Okay. Okay. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. And we'll use Discord on the phone. Okay, so I did actually get platoon assignments today, which I hadn't been prior, but hey. Okay, here we go. So bottom platoon Uno has been filled by the Joker. Oh wait, no, it has not. And platoon 4, Qui-Gon. All right, lovely. I don't have roto yet, so I can't do this. But we'll see what we can do. We'll come up top here. Get some fleets. Bring in some reinforcements. Boom. Yeah. I don't think this will be very hard until, what is this, day 4? So yeah, I think up here is about the time I'll start getting my ass kicked by these things. But for the meantime, we'll take the solid wins. All right. Focus bottom once this zone reaches 1 star. Okay, so they want us to focus on the bottom. Well, I can't do the Rolo mission, so that leaves this. And clear. We are going to bring in a cohesive team. Even though technically, you know, with the Rebel tag, they would all kind of work together, but Phoenix. Ooh, nice hit. Nice hit, Ezra. I probably need to get some more gear onto Sabine. I'm just noticing how small her protection bar is. Well, everybody but Rex is really. Like, Choppers is okay, but these 3, yeah, I probably need to punch them up a little bit. Oh, excuse me. and I actually should probably, like, I don't mind Chop. Chop is very, very useful, but, he's kind of a tank. Not really. I mean, he does taunt, but he's not really built to be a tank. Like, having Sabine in here for a little more damage, and she has a lot of anti-Empire, like her grenades will stagger and do fun stuff to Empire, so... Yeah, like this is probably the standard lineup, but to say that the others are completely benched would be wrong. It's just situational who you're going to tag in. Like there's cases where you leave Kanan on the bench and bring in Zeb, or leave Ezra on the bench and bring in Sabine, or Chopper or whatever. There's a lot of ways you can play it. The versatility of the team is pretty awesome, but you got to have Harry, you got to have Rex. Those are the two must-haves. But Sabine is very, very useful. She's got the armor shred. She has got those that AoE that staggers, and when you put the Zeta on it, it staggers the whole enemy team, not just who you're targeting. So it can be very, very useful. Mm. Oop. Yeah, hands down, these guys are my best light side team. Let us try to nuke that snowtrooper commander out real quick. It makes me nervous every single time. Anytime a probe droid comes flying at my team to blow up, it makes me very, 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 very nervous, because I've seen it go every way. I've seen it go where it's fine, and then I've seen everybody just die all at once. Ugh. So I was playing around a little bit earlier, kind of independent, just working on unlocking stuff. And actually, I got to put in some pretty good work. Um, I got the shards in the stores and whatnot to get these two to 7 stars, which let me go and take on Thrawn. And let me tell you, that Thrawn mission, when I did it on my main account way back in the day, was the bane of my existence until I finally was able to clear it. I took this team in here, and I guess Rex makes all the difference. That team just went in and completely one-shot it. Nobody was in danger. Like, it was cake. It was just so freaking easy. So if you're going for Thrawn, make sure you have Rex and level him with you. He will just simplify the whole thing. Okay. So they want us to deploy, but we should be able to... okay, we can do the missions, but they want us to deploy in the south. So, which makes sense, because you don't get territory points for the Rolo mission. We ended up getting, I think, 13 total Rolo shards. Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty darn good. She's an 80 shard unlock, and you need her at, 5 stars to do this? So, here in here in a few months, assuming we're not spending currency to buy more shards, we should be having a decent amount of people get that done. Okay, first of all, we're going to do that and that and Wait, he's a tank, isn't he? No, he's a support, but he does taunt. He's a taunting. What do we have for like health mods? I for whatever reason thought he was a borrowed unit and not my unit. I don't know why. I think that might be a little bit of Marvel Strike Force bleeding in, because they give you, like, you do these special missions and they tend to give you a lot of the stuff. They're like, oh, here, well, just so you can do it, use this character, which is fantastic. It's extremely friendly. It's extremely pro-consumer. Scout troop. Ooh, actually, Morgan Elsbeth. And we just need to level up one to get the full health bonus going. So we'll do this one because that's also got health. Oh, so expensive. Hey, it rolled a little speed. That's never a bad deal. All right, well, he'll be a little bit thicker now. I feel a little bit better. I don't think we're going to clear this with this team, but hey, we'll give them the best shot possible. All right, well, it's finally stormy here. We had a drought, more or less, for the past month or so. Oh, you know what? I should have kicked him out because I should have brought R2. Oh, well. We can do a taunt rotation. When Han loses his, we can have somebody else pick up the slack. Dab. What's a dab? It's that, right? It's smack yourself in the face with the forearm and turn your head so it gets your nose right on the bone. Yeah, I'm too fucking old and too fucking white to be dabbing, but oh, so you can only half dab. Whoa, slow down there. You leave that old man alone. Oh, damn. Boom. Look at that. That's just a perfectly normal thing to do. I cry into my elbow daily. Sometimes twice. Just depends on what's going on. In this mad world we live in. Dang, that recharged quick. Oh, the volunteer fire department siren is going off. Dude, how quick is this? That is a super... that charges a lot faster than I remember it charging. 56% already? What's charging it? Crits? Something's charging it. Or when they take a turn, maybe? Because yeah, I mean seriously. Um, mods are, yeah, mods are a never-ending thing. It's my, I mean, they're very, very important. I hate how the mod management system in the game works. I wish there was a better, I wish they had a better system, I guess is all I'm trying to say. Oh, yeah, get Jar Jar modded well. He's important. I need to get my damn I need to get more Gungans up to R7 so I can actually start using them a little bit more cuz it's definitely my least used team at the moment would be Gungans, you know. I need to figure them out. And I know I need to adjust my mods cuz I think I need I think I need to have Bombardier like one speed faster than I need to get Bombardier like one speed faster than hey, that's not a horrible result. 5 of 6. I need to get Bombardier one speed faster than Tarples. Because I want that combo to be Bombardier calls in his thing and then calls Tarples to, you know, and then passes turn to Tarples and then Tarples can call in his AoE because that's a huge hit. Okay, well, what do I run here? Jedi? We can run some Jedi. We'll see how far we can go. Yeah, I finally got the gear piece I needed to I mean, might as well use that, right? It recharges so quick. I finally got the gear piece I needed to get Night Trooper relic, and so I took him to R7, but it's just like I am so freaking gear broke again and Zeta broke. And thankfully they've given us this week off because of Jar Jar, but I have the strong feeling we're going to be getting another marquee next week. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. It's just I mean, I honest to God, I need to take a month off or a couple of weeks off from leveling anything. But the pace they've been hitting us with stuff has just been pretty damn intense. Like I regret now not having Jar Jar unlocked at the first go because then I would have had an actually decent like extended break before the night troopers and all those characters started coming. But now I just have to finish Morgan. Of course, do we even know what relic level Morgan needs to be at for Balin? Because that's is it R5 or R7? I don't know, but like I don't want to give her anything more than she needs because you know I'm assuming the Great Mothers will change some things, but yeah, I think they said that Grand Admiral Thrawn needs to be R7 for Balin, so that's the only reason, and that could be inaccurate as well, you know. But I suspect if they're following a pattern where they're giving us, you know, something for Ahsoka, then something for Balin, and then something for Ahsoka, we maybe will be getting Shin Haiti next week. I actually, that's because last night I decided to sit down and try to get the last tier of Secrets and Shadows 3-starred so I can sim it, and just for background noise, because my I'm in my living room and kind of back in a corner, and my TV is just right in front of me. I put on Ahsoka just to have background noise, something to watch and pay attention to. Plus, I talked about it with Bones the other day, and so I kind of felt like watching it. Is it Hati? I thought they said Shin Haiti, but Hottie. Yeah, she's cute. She's cute. I mean, she's a baby. I could legit be her fucking father in real life, but yeah, she's a very pretty girl. The girl that got to play Sabine is very, very pretty too. Of course, I literally don't know any other projects that either of those two actresses have been in. So, ooh, Greek, nice. I live in somewhat of a cultural wasteland. It's not. It's just a very small town. It's a very small town next to a moderately small town. It's not the smallest town you've ever seen in your life, but it's a decent sized town, I guess. It's not a city by any stretch of the imagination, but the only foods we can get delivered here are the local pizza place, and then like a DoorDash driver can bring us like Subway, A&W, McDonald's or Burger King. I think is about the extent of our options. And then I mean we do have, I think we have a couple of ethnic food places, I think is the term. But they don't deliver. And it's not really. And when I say ethnic food, I think we have a couple of Chinese places. And maybe like a noodle place, and then I think somebody said there was a Mexican restaurant that opened, but I don't think it lasted very long. We used to have a couple of Mexican restaurants, and then of course, and Mexican's my fucking favorite. I love it. And then right after we moved here, of course, about a year later, the Mexican place went out of business, which made me very sad because it was actually a restaurant I was familiar with. It was an Azteca, and those are all over the country, or at least at least I've lived in places where there's been Aztecas. There was quite a few Aztecas in the Seattle area. So I had one not too far. Actually, I had two not too far from my house in Seattle, depending on which way you wanted to go. Okay, what are feats here? Like not the rebel fighters, potency down, imperial troops. Okay, who in the hell would I even have that could do potency down? Is a giant question. Now, rebel fighters, I think I can slap a team together. Because I do Rogue One is all except for the Admiral Radis, who I don't even have. Um, and then Rex, yeah. So I can do Rebel Fighters. I don't have Mon Mothma either. Like a Mon Mothma lead right now would be pretty slick, but it's not available. Who do I want to do here? Because I mean, Rex is so goddamn dependable. But you know, let's give. They really need to update this. Like, her portrait looks better than this. They really need to update her face. She's a gorgeous woman in real life, and here looks like something straight out of a nightmare. It was really funny. Before they updated this model, I sent a picture of the old model of this guy to my brother because it was like spitting image. Like, he looked exactly like my brother Josh. It was pretty funny. I said, dude, how the hell did you get into Galaxy of Heroes? He's like, I don't know. I guess you fucked the right person. You did something right, buddy. You're in Star Wars. Hey, not bad. Okay, so we need potency down characters. We'll see what we can come up with. I love that in Google you have to type potency and then D, and then it automatically like populates potency down. It looks like Grandmaster Yoda is going to be my only option. I don't have any of these other fools unlocked. So there we go. I guess on his basic, right? But we'll see what else we can do here for the time being. I don't think I've ever seen the Gideon team have the endless ranks or whatever that what is it, endless ranks? Yeah. I got to remember to go back and look at the raid before I leave to see if there's more I can get done. Okay, so what is this my brother just sent me? Okay, so apparently there's going to be. I don't know if anybody here plays Fortnite. I play it with my brother and his kid, his son. He's got 3 kids, but so Disney did a big partnership with Fortnite. They invested like $1.5 billion or something like that into Epic, and D23 is this weekend, and apparently there's going to be some Marvel stuff for sure. Like you can get a free back bling, Wolverine plush back bling. It looks kind of cool. Tune in to see what's coming to Fortnite and get Wolverine, the Pilverine plush black bling. The black bling will be granted to all players who visit the island for 10 minutes. So are they doing a D23 island in Fortnite this weekend? Interesting. I'll have to see. It's not. It's something I do just to spend time with them, because I'm over here and they're back home, and it's a way to stay in contact and to just spend time and hang out. It's not my favorite thing in the world to do. Actually, right now I'm doing a freaking doing a playthrough. Well, I'm trying to finish the New Game Plus playthrough that I started for Survivor. Because, here in a few days... Ooh, ouch. Ouch! Cam, you son of a bitch. Here this weekend, I'm going to be doing the... I've got a promotion running for Raid Shadow Legends, so I'm going to be doing that this weekend. But then I'm also going to start playing Star Wars Bounty Hunters. And if they do some cool Star Wars content in Fortnite, I might start streaming that too. Because there are skins and stuff. Like I've got like Anakin and Obi-Wan and Maul and Luke and all the clone troopers. Like they did a big bundle right after I started playing the game, and I did snag a bunch of those. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop them because they're at 80%, and apparently it ain't enough. But we'll see if we can't get some Yoda love. It probably makes sense to bring. Yeah, that's probably going to be okay. Okay, well that does not seem to be hitting on his basic. I need Yoda to get a turn. I probably need to. That probably needs to be Omega'd. So I better go in and check. I better go in and investigate that. Ooh, it is actually. It is looking a little dark over here in my corner. A little bit dark on the camera. Yeah, let's take a peek at Yoda real quick. Yep, there it is. Okay, well, good thing I have some Omegas to spare. It's a shame I wasted that battle, but, what are you going to do? Deflected. We'll see how much of that counted. Yeah, it looks like my illumination is kind of dependent on. I wonder. I do have this. So, like, this computer came with a remote. Yeah, maybe I'll just go open the blinds or something. I was like, maybe I can turn up the lights on the keyboards, but yeah, I don't know. It's not so horrible, I guess. Let's see here. fortified. Sure, let's get fortified. And that's a lot of survivability. I'm hoping is what that translates into. Make some things a little bit easier. But yeah, I have streamed some Fortnite before, like previously in this, but when I was first starting out, just trying to figure it out. But the thing about Fortnite is I think a pretty large number of the like big streamers do Fortnite, right? So like what space am I going to break into for Fortnite, I mean, a little green assassin just tore them up. So if I streamed Fortnite, it would just be for funsies. But people like watching it, and it's a very, very fun game. Very entertaining game to sit and watch. I've gotten it twice. So this is what bothers me about feats is the attempt. Well, the attempt is on his basic, right? So if you make the attempt, that means you should just be able to use his basic, right? That should count as an attempt. It has the chance to land potency down. What this should say is inflict potency down 20 times. Not attempt to, but inflict. Because the attempt doesn't count. It's the infliction that counts. That is crap. Crap. All right, rant over. Okay. Get back over to where I can actually watch things like ads and whatnot. Yeah, that feat should be done. As many times as he's used his basic, he's made an attempt to land potency down. Yeah, no, it's dog shit. It's a horrible, horrible system. Yeah, I think I'm going to see how far I go in this for my first conquest. And then if I've gotten reasonably far, I might just buy the $10 pass to get all this stuff on the top level because it is a lot of gear. And by a lot, I mean, it's some gear, I guess. I don't know if it's $10 worth of gear, though, to be fair. It's not $10 worth of gear. I mean, there's actually only what, like 5 gearboxes. I mean, you'd get a full piece plus, whatever you're getting out of here, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I still need to buy it on my main. Still need to buy it on the main. Okay. Well, he's gonna. I mean, okay, did that. I'm wondering if that counted. He didn't land it, so probably not, but. Okay, there's one, at least. Making progress, people making progress. Oh, 4 of 20. My God. I am just burning it up. And now I'm out of energy. God. I hate to. You have to spend a little bit of crystals. You have to do a couple of refreshes. Now, what's the deal here? Saw Gerrera. Well, we don't have to worry about that, do we? No, sir, we do not. I didn't even look and see that it was Inquisitorius. And not a good choice for your Jedi to be going up against. Hey, but he's actually landing a decent amount of the potency here, so we got that going for us. Okay. So tomorrow I will be streaming, but it'll be at a much different time. It'll be probably like 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern before I get going. I'm going to Steel City Con in Pittsburgh tomorrow. Um, I have a couple of meet and greets with a couple of actors, including the legendary Martin Sheen and John C. McGinley, who played Dr. Cox on Scrubs. So I'm going to go meet them, and then I am going to go and stand in line and meet D. Bradley Baker. Now, if that name doesn't mean anything to you off the top of your heads, that's fine. But I'll tell you why it's cool to meet D. Bradley Baker. If you have watched The Bad Batch, if you have watched Rebels, if you have watched The Clone Wars, D. Bradley Baker has done all the voice acting for all the clones in all those shows. So this is the guy that voice acts Commander Rex. This is the guy that does Hunter and Wrecker and all of them. And he's going to be there at the con. So I'm going to hopefully he's got a little like lithograph with of Captain Rex or whatever. Try to get something cool. I mean, these literally couldn't matter. I'm not using them and I'm not buying them, but so yeah, I don't go to cons very often. Every couple of years, and they were cool enough guests at this one. Like I said, Martin Sheen and John C. McGinley, plus a bunch of other guys. So a bunch of other people. The con has gotten fairly large. Um, ooh, I knew I had him. I just didn't pay any attention to the fact that I had him. But that's pretty slick that I have him. Now I need to get Piet. Hi, Bucky. I see you back there. I got a cat looking at me over my TV monitor. Honey, honey, he cannot be in that room with that TV not mounted on the wall. My sister-in-law bought Sam a new TV for his bedroom because his TV had been acting up, and it arrived today. And the screws that came, they didn't send the proper screws to mount it to the wall mount that I already have installed. So I need to run out after the stream and buy the proper screws. Because, I mean, we're literally talking it's a 2-minute job to get it hung because I just, took off the old one. But the old screws are too long. And if you try to force screws that are too long into the back of a TV, where you're going to fuck up the TV. So I got to run out to the hardware store downtown after I'm done streaming. But I wanted to get a stream in before I did that. I could have done it before, but it was literally right around the time I wanted to stream. So my brother is going on vacation. His kid's 13, right? So Fortnite is a big deal in that age bracket. I mean, it seems like it's a big deal in a lot of age brackets, but it's an especially big deal in his age bracket. So his kid is freaking out because they're going to be gone. They're going to be on vacation. He's not going to be at his Xbox to be able to log in for whatever this Disney connected Fortnite event is going to be. So I'm not going to say pestered, but the FOMO is hitting him hard and it's real. And so I'm going to do what I can to help them out as much. He's like, I can have you log in, but I don't want you to miss it. And I said, it's more important to you guys than it is to me. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, there's a lot of FOMO going on right now. I'm also telling him, well, hey, plan your vacations better, bro. Like, figure it out. God, I really don't feel like these data discs really matter to me that much. So, eeny, meeny, sure, whatever. All right. Oh, there we go. We got that done. That's beautiful. I mean, I definitely could use all of that, but I definitely can't afford any of it. So that's out of the question. So we can do 4 more battles. We still need the Rebel Fighters thing, which, I mean, I guess I could throw Rex onto just about any team and he'd probably be okay. But yeah, we can throw Phoenix out, I guess. Ooh, yeah, Ezra got drained because he was on the Jedi, but that's fine. We'll tag Sabine in for him. We're trying to get the kills with Rex. None of the others really matter that much. Well, there's one. Oh, Sabine. No, you need to do a basic. And you need to not get the kill. Thank you. right, we will just a couple more battles. Oh, we've got the stupid damage reflection thing. I hate that. It is the absolute worst. Oh, but hey, we got the Rebel Feats thing done. Okay, so now we just have to finish the potency down thing here, but we only got one more battle. Everybody's kind of worn out. And I mean, to be honest, I'm right there with them because it's very, very hard to get the motivation up for conquest in on easy mode. The rewards are non-existent. I'm just going to use the word non-existent. There's rewards. You get the rewards for sure. Um, yeah, well, I don't know why, but I kind of feel like I need a nap too. Oh wait, it's because I'm old. It's because I'm old. I'm old and I ate lunch right before I did this. Yeah, no, easy is definitely Bantha Poodoo. All right, that was expected. Yeah, you said Greek. I had a feeling Lamb was going to be involved. You know what's terrible? Houndstooth is terrible at low stars. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it if nobody else will. Houndstooth is horrible at low stars. It doesn't hold taunt worth a damn. It's not very durable. Oh yeah, tier 1 mods are about the only thing that's worse than easy mode conquest. Well, yeah, and he doesn't get the protection or the bonus protection the way he should. That thing is thick as hell, so let's go ahead and nuke it out. Ah, the power of Chimera. Let's see here. Push turn. Ah, you see? Push turn meter and got rid of the tank simultaneously. That's excellent. And the Chimera is really really excellent. It's an outstanding craft. Ooh, that hurt. Damn, that is a pretty thick plow that they're running. I need one more turn to get the next insta kill. Teddy, stop it. Taking a risk here. I thought we'd get a soak out too, but we did not. Yeah, that Ahsoka is really freaking thick too. I feel like I'm dealing with an Ahsoka that's got relics on it because that is a very very thick ship. It can counter X. Actually, it can counter. It can counter Leviathan as well. So yeah, Leviathan and Executor can be taken out by Chimera. Yeah, that's just he's at a very very tank heavy setup there. Although maybe I should just knock this guy down one more notch. But you know, I also need to get the rest of these rebel ships up. So I need to get home 1 to 6 stars, and then I need to get that to 6 stars, and I need to get that to 6 stars, and I need to get that to 6 stars, so I can get 6 stars on Chimera. It's a very, very, very slow process. Okay, let's go and look at the raid. See if they've made it to Scion yet. See, it used to. Oh, they're still sitting on Nihilus. They used to have the handy little bars separating the things, so you could see where exactly you were at. Uh do you okay, so here is here's what could help you decide. Do you have do you have the do you have the Marauder or the TIE Defender up and running? Because if you have Marauder or TIE Defender up and running, or if you only have one, or if you have both, or whatever, then I would just pick whichever ship is going to be closer. Aha, we ate that one. We're so close to getting his protection down, and then we can actually start getting raid points. But not if he keeps dodging. And here comes Annihilate. Okay, he got rid of Kanan. I mean, that's not ideal, but better than losing Rex or Ezra. Of course, he's getting thick. But we don't have to submit it. But I want to play this out because there's a quest for raid attempts, and it doesn't matter if you submit a score or not. Ships are equally-ish farmed. Iden isn't geared. Bad Batch isn't geared. Well, I mean, so there you bring up a very good point, Hippo. You bring up a very, very, kind of key thing. Yeah, we'll discard that. We'll come back for Scion, hopefully get a few more points. Marauder takes 3 pilots. Iden only takes 1. So, or Defender only takes 1. So that is going to be much, much, much less effort to get Defender up and running for Chimera than it is for anything else. But do you have Scythe? I guess is the other question, because that might be the balancing factor. Because ideally you want Scythe to go with the Chimera. It's not needed, but it makes things much, much easier. We'll just keep grabbing him. And then, because, yeah, I'm going for Jabba. I need to get, so, well, here, hop into the journey guide, but this is my plan. We got to go to the home screen journey guide. There we go. So I either need to overgear these guys to get it done, or slap his Zeta on, which I don't really want to do because Zetas are kind of precious right now. Yeah, you need GI to get Scythe. So, I mean, Bad Batch is easier to get than GI. That's for sure. Because, yeah, you have to level up all your freaking Inquisitors, and then the GI event is not a good time. It's not fun at all. But yeah, so once I need to get CLS unlocked. And then once CLS is unlocked, because all of these guys are farmable, except for him and him. So I need CLS to get him, and 3PO, I need Ewoks. So, you know, I'll once I get CLS unlocked and I can start worrying about C3PO and Luke, and then farming Ewoks, I'll farm the Ewoks that I need for her. Because she needs Chirpa, she needs Nisa, she needs Wicket. So, and I hear Nisa makes the C3PO event just completely freaking easy. And then, you know, CLS is needed for her. So there'll be some crossover going, which is what I like to see. But yeah, I want him to be my first GL. Plus getting him leveled and whatnot will get you yeah, so I mean, you can, as long as you have the Bad Batch unlocked, you can have the Marauder. You know, I mean, it's only going to get better as you gear them more, but you don't have to jump through any special hoops. And then if you, yeah, and then Scythe, I guess you have to get through Proving Grounds or with shards and stuff like that, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Negotiator might make the most sense, to be honest with you. Like, still do Chimera, just, you know, you can run it without the Scythe. The Scythe just makes it a little safer, a little more consistent of a counter, but it's not needed. So, like, you can, like, your startup lineup could be, you know, you would do Darth. Do you have TIE Interceptor? Do you have the TIE Interceptor? I guess that is another kind of key component to the whole thing working. Well, so for like Marauder and Negotiator, like the four ships to me that are kind of the key to that is obviously Marauder, Anakin, BTL, and then Plo. If you've got those four ships in a decent place, you'll be able to do quite a bit of work. Having a good Ahsoka helps as well. But so like that core five. If you have that core five in a good spot, yeah, your Negotiator will be great. Okay. Well, I think we've done everything that I either can or want to do over here. So tomorrow, new GC bonuses for droids. So this one's probably going to be a pain in the ass. Just every time droids are involved in one of these, it's a pain in the ass. So I'm silly. Yes. Okay. So so you have no Scythe, you have no TIE Interceptor, Negotiator. Just focus Negotiator. Like, this is not even a discussion. I'll show you. I can, once I pull up my main account here, which we're switching over to right now. It'll be easier to see, but hopefully it lets me switch, because sometimes it doesn't without having to reset. And I have a bad feeling because Discord didn't want to load for me. I might have to reset my computer. Oh, nope, it's working. Excellent. Yeah, for whatever reason, Discord didn't want to load today on my PC. So it's coming up right now. All right. Beautiful. Stock up on energy. I really should start hoarding energy. I really should. I don't know what our time frame is on Ahsoka, but it's August already. And you know, you need roughly, if you want a day one unlock with the ultimate, you need something like 21,000 energy saved up. You know, plus whenever you see, like, you hop into shipments here, you buy this, have this stuff stockpiled and ready to go too. So this will get you through, if you buy up to the max 144 or whatever, it'll get you through the first tier at least, probably. Which, I mean, I'm not going to even touch the tiers until I see Arnold do it or sees one of the other big streamers do it, just because, you know, if it's bugged, Arnold's going to do it no matter what, right? So, you know, if it's bugged, we'll see that before we start wasting, because there's no worse feeling in the world in this game, in my opinion, than wasting GL tickets. It's horrible. It is horrible, horrible. Allie? It's just the worst. It's the worst. And if any of you have unlocked Leia Organa and have gone through the tier where you had to be on Hoth and you're with Rolo and Captain Han and C-3PO and you're trying to beat Darth Vader there at the end, I wasted more Galactic Legend attempt tickets on that tier than I have on every other GL combined. Thank you, honey. And it's a horrible feeling. It's the worst feeling in the world. It really is. That would be the, honest to God, the biggest quality of life change that they could do for us as players, is to just get rid of the whole ticket farming thing. Come up with another system. Monetize the shit out of it if you want to even, but like losing tickets is just, it's the worst. It's the worst. And it happens, you know, it happens. And then like, it'll happen at the worst time. It always happens at the worst time. It's like your last attempt that you need to unlock the thing, or to beat the tier or whatever. And then you'll come back and finish it tomorrow or what have you. And you'll have won all your other ones up to that point. And then you'll hit that last thing that you need for the day, and it'll go shitty. And, you know, and then you have to wait, you know, because energy refreshes go up in cost, and you don't want to blow all your crystals and all this other stuff. So, what do I need for Morgan? Because, yeah, I slapped a couple pieces on her. I could actually go ahead and just slap these on too, but she needs that. Is there any? There we go. Pick up a few. This is why I love Conquest. The only reason, like the biggest redeeming factor to me of Conquest, is when you're doing it and you've got a bunch of cards to spare, and you can get into the scavengers. You can buy the relic gear for relatively cheap. And it does take a lot of pressure off. Now it's very limited. You can't buy a whole bunch, but I just picked up 15 off of the scavengers from Conquest. I mean, and was literally half of what I needed, and it was not even 200 of the dinky little tickets. So, I mean, not bad. Not bad. What do we got going on here for events? I've done these. So, having a debate with myself, because 90 of 100, I think it's just, to me, it's probably worth waiting the 2 weeks to get the 7th star instead of spending 1,000 crystals. Okay, so Hippo. We were just going to ships. So for the Chimera, we'll filter by Empire. For the Chimera, for the counter for Executor to really work, you're going to want to run. You don't need Scythe. It can work without it, but it's not going to be consistent. But you definitely need TIE Interceptor. There's just no way around it. You could, in theory, because of the way Chimera works and with Foresight and whatnot, you could, in theory, try do TIE Advanced, TIE Fighter, and Gauntlet if you've got it. You won't get the super fast reinforcement, you won't get the 1-turn reinforcement, which is kind of key to getting Defender out. But if you run those three, you're going to have some survivability, and then you're able to make it to where Defender can come out. You might have a chance. And then you could bring out Imperial Shuttle after that, and then Bomber is kind of a last resort. But yeah, let's for this, if you've got him and that and that and that, you're golden for Negotiator. You have Gauntlet. Okay, so I mean, you in theory could maybe possibly do it, but I don't want you to waste resources. That's a huge thing in this game, is not wasting your resources. So if you've got all the tools readily available for Negotiator, you might as well just focus on Negotiator, because Negotiator with Marauder can also counter Executor. It's also a giant pain in the ass to fight. It is a giant pain in the ass to fight. It caused me so many freaking headaches in GAC that I kind of dedicated one specific ship for it, to counter it. Like, Chimera can do it, but it's tricky because if Anakin decides to, Anakin can't miss on his basic, right? So if he decides to basic Defender and he hits it enough times, it's gonna die. Like, the foresight thing won't work, because Anakin's basics just don't mix. Same with Darth Vader. So you kind of have to watch TIE Defender with that, because it can get nuked out. Which, if TIE Defender dies before you've gotten to the ultimate for Chimera, you're probably done. There's a chance, but you're probably done. So as we're not going to do anything with Zepho until tomorrow. We're maxing out Kashyyyk today. And I think, and we're 3-starring Dathomir. And then we have kind of free reign. They don't want us to get a star, but we can do whatever we feel like doing. But yeah, this will, I think on Saturday, whatever, I think the last day we'll get our star here. So yeah, this is not as exciting today as it normally would be. My Lord Vader is in platoons, so normally I would do a split where I would have like a Lord Vader team here, because when he's in ultimate, he prevents revive. But my Lord Vader is in platoons, so we'll just do what we can here. And one day I'll get Afra unlocked so I can do those. One day, not today. And then, yeah, I'm working on relicking Mirren, because I'm curious to see how these two will do. But Mirren, so that's the other thing though with these guys, and like Mirren and Elsbeth, like I don't know. These guys I think maybe function with the revive. She doesn't. So I think probably the Talzin team is probably still going to be the best here. But these two do fit. And like this guy, especially, he gains 25 speed, and Night Sister allies get 35% max health and protection. So his unique really, really, really makes them thick. But he also doesn't quite do the damage when he's under Night Sisters that he does under Imperial Remnants. So like I was playing around with him a little bit in the Secrets and Shadows assault battle yesterday. And he definitely made them survive, but we were mostly still getting nuked out instantly by Sidious. And I was following Scribe's guide. It was definitely for me a modding issue. Like I need to really, really bulk up their health to get through that. Actually, it's zombie. I need to bulk up zombie so her revives aren't getting wasted. So when we do get to Sidious, if he does his big AoE right away and takes everybody out, everybody gets to come back. Hopefully, Daka gets to come back at least and revive everybody else, and then we can have a shot at trying to nuking him out. But so Empire, we're just gonna go ahead and do Inquisitors here, I think, because I really wish they would have. I really wish they'd give the Empire tag to Death Trooper Peridia and the Night Trooper, because it would be nice to be able to use them for this kind of mission, But I can just do Inquisitors, and then I can do an Imperial Remnant thing though, I think. I might be one guy short for Imperial Remnant. Like normal Death Trooper, I think is still a little too low. So yeah, we'll just do this. Hopefully it works. After coming back from the theater, The theater, the movie theater, or like the stage? Oh, nice. Did you like it? So I've got a little Todd McFarlane, Geralt of Rivia, in his bear armor living on my desk, and it gets in the way. I need to find a new home for him. Can't always, like, I try to look at the clock, or I try to look at this or that or the other, and just don't always get to see it. So yeah, I'm very excited for it to get a home release, because I'm not going back to the theater to watch it again, but I'm very excited for when it gets out on Disney Plus. I mean, assuming the digital release date isn't like months and months and months ahead of the Disney Plus release date, because if that's the situation, I might just buy it, because I'm definitely looking forward to watching it again. 'Cause that was the most fun I've had in a theater in a very long time. Damn, I need one big AOE and I'm not gonna get it. Ooh, maybe. Damn, very very close, very very close. Blocked by uniques as always. Yeah, which who'd you level 90? Logan of, yeah, dude, he's I was able to ninja my way into 10th place in my arena because of him. Because they put his red stars into the shop. So I was able to get him to full red stars. Sweet, how did it go? Ouch. Cool. That worked out really really well for me. She came back to just get smacked instantly. But he soloed through him, didn't he? Yeah, I was using Ultimus in the Gladiator showcase, or the Annihilator showcase, whatever it's called. His rework is pretty freaking impressive. He is hitting very very hard. I kind of regret ignoring him for as long as I did, but you know, there was a time when he was the ultimate character in the game, and so you know, a lot of people got him maxed out. So I mean, good for them. But yeah, I just Yeah, dude, it was he's pretty nuts. I'm more impressed by the Ultimus rework than I am by the Silver Surfer rework, which is still fantastic. Mine is pushing 3 million health, which is just amazing. All right, we have 7 turns to get rid of 2 characters. Whew, there it is. Yeah, my Ultimus is whatever. I haven't done anything with him because everybody said he was horrible. When I got him unlocked, everybody's like, "Oh, he's a worthless character. Don't bother." So I was like, "Okay, he's worthless," and I didn't bother. And now I'm like, "Well, shit. Now I kind of sort of need him because I fought a gladiator in my arena shard, and guess what? It wasn't fun. He and he was only 3 stars, 3 yellow stars, and it was not fun. So that whole team is going to be a nightmare. I I I I have a feeling it's probably going to end up being some combination. Like, I feel like Surfer's going to get pushed out, and then Gladiator might get pushed out too. And they like, I feel like the team's gonna be like Old Man Logan, Black Knight, and then Thanos and Ultimus and Gore. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, they'll figure out the meta when everything's available. The meta is definitely about to shift for the arena. But yeah, I don't know. If it turns out Ultimus isn't needed, like if it ends up being one of those situations where you absolutely need the whole team functioning, well then I guess I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. But oh, I have no clue, but I would suspect because they had it tied into that Mercs for Money blitz. But I would suspect that probably when the current Old Man Logan thing goes away, they'll probably do the Merc for Money thing again. Um, that's my guess, but I don't know for sure. And then I were they selling it in the one store with the others with the I think it was in the Raid store that they had like Green Goblins and all those other characters ultimate unlock things. I can't remember. But yeah, it wouldn't shock me to see the Mercs for Money thing come back, which would be great because that was a lot of gold. It was like 14 million gold on Saturday and Sunday. So it was split into 2 days, and you got to get just a crap ton of cash. But that would be my guess. But I mean, they haven't said. I can't imagine they wouldn't do it again like that. But it might also be a thing where if you missed it out on it the first time, you're gonna have to get it a different way. But they should make it available in some form or another. I can't imagine them not. Yeah. Yeah. Black Knight changed everything, and then Old Man Logan changed it again. Yeah, I mean, if only I don't know. I thought that was a cool mechanic. But half the time I never get to use her heal because she just ends up getting nuked out really quick. Yeah, I have to say I mean I have a gear 19 Quicksilver, and the only time I use him is in Crucible under I put him with oh nice, good job. I put him with Apocalypse. It's the only time I use him. He's for being what he's supposed to be, he's not. He's just not great. Like when he gets rolling, he can do some awesome stuff, but I've never been he's never been that transformative character I kind of hoped he would be. I mean, and I guess yeah, now he's a little bit of an older character. He's been in the game for a while, but yeah, I've just never been super blown away with Quicksilver. And I want to be. He's an awesome character, and they did a great job on his design. Like everything about him is great, but like you think they would have made him the fastest character in the game, right? Like he gets to go first no matter what because he's so damn fast. But no, they didn't go that route with him. All right, let's just keep AoEing. Maybe we can get out of this one. I like to let his ultimate charge up. There we go. Dang. Yeah, dude, you're doing good. Did they not have Old Man Logan themselves? Yeah, it's just he doesn't have any tags, so he doesn't really have a team that he goes into that he feeds bonuses to or gets bonuses from. And yeah, he's fine. He's a great character. He's just it's very very hard to look at anybody that's not Old Man Logan or Black Knight and be like, why isn't why aren't these other legendary characters on their level? It's that it's that is they he was out and he never got to hit his stride because they put him out and then they hit him for a while. Like you could only get him through the store when he first came out, and they didn't put him into like the Crucible store or anything like that for a very long time. And then by the time they did that and you were able to start getting red stars and diamonds and all that stuff for him, it didn't matter because Black Knight and Old Man Logan were coming out. Yeah, Darkhold holds up very, very well, or has held. They're out of all of the legendary teams for the Horseman events. They're the ones that are still the most relevant, I think. Gamma too. Red Hulk does really, 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 really well. But yeah, Darkhold is always a threat. I think once you get Wong out of the picture and you're just constantly not getting retaliated against, it should get a lot easier. But yeah, nuke out Wong and nuke out Morgan, and then that team falls apart really fast after that. Okay, well, what can I do to have a little fun? Oh, wait, I can't. Oh, wait, I can. This is only an R7 planet. So if I do... I do have SLKR. I can get most of a team, and then I can do... I could do that. Yeah, dude, I love his bleed. His bleed is the he puts so many stacks out so fast, and then yeah, and then the more turns they take, the faster they die. I don't know that this is going to be a thing, but I kind of feel like playing around with it. I wish they were the relic levels. Like I need to get these 3 to relic 8, and I could do this team on Mandalore. Yeah, I hope this team can do something. And then I'll use. I mean, I could just use SLKR here, I guess, but then I couldn't use them on Mandalore. So yeah, I'll just use these guys here. Yeah, I know he's needed in another area. Okay. All right. So none of this matters. Yeah, they're just gonna nuke out everybody. Oh yeah, you had to have. There's no doubt, no doubt, you would have had to have had him or had some progress on him. Damn, these guys do hit really freaking hard. Oh, we got rid of zombie. We got rid of their zombie. That's kind of nice. You definitely did a milestone, or at least it sounds like you did a milestone. You might not have, but and he'll do fine, especially against a team that if they don't have him, he's so freaking durable and he hits so freaking hard. I mean, 100% counter chance, and he heals himself when he does damage. Like, yeah, dude, he'll against somebody that doesn't have him, you definitely want him. He's just awesome. Oh, well, we got lucky. Ooh, I think we're about to lose. Yep. Oh well, it was worth trying. Well, so at 75, you can get him to what, 15? If I'm remembering the breakdowns. Wait, hold on. Kashyyyk requires profundity, right? Let me double check. Yeah, so this is the day I do. This is the day I do this. Ooh, ouch. He did not get to save himself there. This is not going to be great. Well, yeah, I mean there's always going to be a level where you just can't get past it, you know. There's always going to be something like that. Like if I'm able to do a punch up, it's usually I might go. Oh yeah, and she does her ultimate ability, and she's gonna hit for a couple of million probably. Wow, so Leviathan kind of sucks on this mission. I wanted to try it. This is kind of like experiment day because we're not really pushing for anything. But yeah, Leviathan's fucking horrible on that. I have like a 95% win rate with Executor. So like with Old Man Logan, if you can get the ability block onto Kestrel, you'll be okay. Or the days, there's some ways around it, but yeah, she kind of if she's that strong, she definitely needs to be a focus if you can get to her. Yeah, no, I mean if you could lock her down, you would have a shot, but if she starts rolling, if she does either one of her special moves, you're going to be in trouble. And then she assists so damn much too. Oh yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not beating that team. Although you'd be a little shocked. If you had your own apocalypse, it would be possible even at low stars with Black Knight and Old Man Logan. But um, yeah, without apocalypse, I'm gonna say probably not because, but it's possible. It's possible. Black Knight and Old Man Logan make a lot of weird stuff possible in the game. Well, see, but the problem is like the secret defenders were kind of built to stop Weaver. They made it to where she's not going to get her move off because when I started playing the game, Weaver had just been like she was in the battle pass and she was an absolute menace. If you didn't have her, and that was the team. That was the team for the longest time. It was Weaver, the Eternals, Spider-Man 99, and Kang. But Secret Defenders is kind of built to shut her down, and like Old Man Logan and Black Knight were kind of meant to shut down the Secret Defenders. Yeah, and you're in an older one too. You're in one that's I think yours is probably a year older than mine. Mine's equally ridiculous. God, I wish they would do a PC client for Marvel Strike Force. I would love nothing more than to stream this, and then 5 o'clock when like the day resets and all the new stuff comes out, it'd be just amazing to hop over there and play. Go straight from this to that, but I'm not doing it on BlueStacks because it ran horribly. Um, okay, so we can't do anything on Zepho because we're too close to a star. So I kind of have a lot of teams that I can play around with today. Um, yeah, I think that's a good call. I think that's a good call. Circe and Icarus have kind of been kicked out of the arena. I mean, at least at higher tiers, at higher levels, higher rank score, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they definitely kind of lost their spot, which sucks. It really sucks. But do I have any for? No, I don't. So I have to do like a Frankenstein thing here to use him. I should have used them on. I should have used them on Dothamir, but it's not a huge deal. We'll see if we can get his ultimate rolling, we can get something done. Did Dazzler do her little disco dance? Yeah. Yeah, that hits a lot harder than I think it should. Considering all the other debuffs that it throws out to everybody, like I don't think it should hit that hard. Rocks. You're all good, bro. It's late there. Dang, you're doing some climbing, man. Yeah, but you're gonna be earning more power cores now, right? Because you're higher up, you're gonna get paid more. Oh, when's your next bracket? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that 103 is probably top 10, right? But throw uh throw Nightcrawler in too. If your Nightcrawler's decent, he's not a bad guy to have on defense because of the turn meter feed, because he goes so fast. He goes right at the beginning, and he'll take turn meter away from the other team. So it's I actually run him with my oh damn it, I should have targeted that. I run him with my with on offense, so I can take advantage of that. Because you either do that or you do Dormammu. It's kind of the two combinations that you're seeing. But now, of course, there's gladiators that are starting to leak into the arena teams. But I was able to beat the guy that had a 3 yellow star gladiator. Um, I don't know what gear level it was, but you're look. I'm not your dad, but I'm about ready to tell you to fucking go to bed, man. Because you're just you're just not quite. Your hands are working faster than your brain. It's only 10 to 10. Yeah, but you're tired, man. Oh shit. 10 to 10. That means it's 10 to 5. I need to run to the hardware store very, very soon. I've never used these two with him ever. Not once. Not a single time. I mean, there's probably a good reason to not use them with him. I doubt that they're. Yeah, I'm just not even going to F around with it. Just not even going to bother. Doctor Doom can be good. It just, obviously the more gear and stars and all that shit, the better. Um, his his heal can come in very, very clutch at times. Where he'll pick the couple of the weakest and himself and top them off, which is very, very nice. Um, and then if you can summon enough Doom bots before having to detonate them, you can do some pretty serious damage to the enemy team. Um, but it's time consuming compared to some of the other ultimate abilities. And you have to be able to keep track of how many slots can get filled up before you either have to detonate them or just keep using basics and then wait for another turn to come around. But he is a very, very good character. And I've gotten absolutely face rolled by his bots blowing up on me before. So oh, congratulations, bud. I haven't gotten War MVP in a very long time. I've got a couple of spenders in my guild. So they'll throw whatever they need to get more attempts. I might do 10 or 11 depending on how many of the packs I can buy with Blitz credits, but don't do it. My cat is attempting to crawl over my monitor. Bucky, don't do it. Freaking cats, man. No, don't listen to Neribus. I need my monitors. I mean, we're kind of in the same boat. We are getting rewards, but we don't get very far at all. Oh, that sucks. I I wish they would. So in Galaxy Heroes, if you have the option to sim something, you win. It's done. You're simulating it. It's done. It's faster. It's whatever. In Marvel Strike Force, you can sim a whole bunch of stuff, but if you sim raids, you still have the chance to lose, and you can't take it back because sometimes the difference between you winning on a node and a raid and losing is you playing it manually. I wish they would change it to where, hey, if they're giving you the option to sim, it's 100% win rate. Like, you just clear it. But it's not. And it's very annoying because, like, I'll go a week simming a raid, everything's fine. And then I'll go and do the same raid a couple days later, go to sim on nodes that I've been simming the whole week, and all of a sudden I'll start losing. And then you have to spend crystals or the health packs that they give you in the game to get the team up and running again. It's not great, in my opinion. It needs to be. They need to alter that in some way or another. But they're not asking me, my opinion. But all right, what do I want to do here? What I think I'm going to do, because what level? I think you have to be R8 for Mandalore minimum, because I want to do at least one battle on Mandalore, plus the fleet battle. I'll do this, and then this one requires Gideon. This one requires R9, Bo-Katan, Mandalore, and other Mandalorians. So yeah, I might only end up being able to do the fleet. So we got kind of clued into this the other day. It's pretty fun. Where you do a Rolo lead with the standard Drogon lineup in C-Rex, and because of what she feeds from this Omicron. Wait, it's battle. This one. 35% speed, 100% health protection to start of each encounter whenever they're defeated. Whenever a rebel ally critically hits an enemy, they gain 5%. Turn meter double if their turn. When a rebel ally is defeated, all rebel allies gain 100% of that ally's offense, stacking until they're defeated. So, ooh, shit, she needs a mod. I probably played... Oh, wait, there's a mod. Look at that. Look at that. So it ends up... This is just... It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, because this just turns into a giant turn meter train. Sammy, you okay, buddy? Oh, mac and cheese. Oh, seeing my wife has come out and, why is it so fucking dark in here? And she's turning on lights and shit. Teddy! She gets done with working in her office and she comes out to the rest of the house, and then everybody just starts going crazy. Okay, what did he buy? What did he buy to gain 100,000? Does he have a gladiator that he didn't have before? Did he max out Old Man Logan? What did that guy do? Nice. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is very, very enjoyable. And it's nice because, oh my God, we were doing Geo. We were doing Geo TB when this Omicron was introduced, and it was wonderful for that because it gave you pretty much a guaranteed win on a light side node with Rebels. And it's nice that it's nice to have a good use for it here now. This is a lot of fun. Because yeah, look at all the crits. Like everybody's turn meter is just full. Was that a 1 million hit? I don't know. Oh yeah, 100%. That 104 million guy has probably got everything, and I mean, God knows how much money he's throwing at the game, but yeah, he probably has everything. I'm not even remotely close to even thinking about going into go after Mephisto. Like, it's not even on my radar, to be honest with you. I haven't gone in to look at the teams. Oh, just keep refreshing. It always gets crushed whenever the day resets. And I usually wait till 5:30 my time, so 10:30 your time, I guess. And then it's usually fine. But yeah, it always is just getting just absolutely hammered this time of day. Which is, they need to work on that because you go to the web store for this game and you're just in. You just go in and get it done. I was really hoping to get to use that big AoE one more time. Okay. So we can't do nothing there. We've done everything there. We've done everything there. So we'll do the fleet battle here. And I prefer Chimera. You have to have the Gauntlet in the starting lineup. It's the required ship. But otherwise, treat it kind of like a GAC lineup, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, you'll see. So you'll need to have Darth Vader out here for the starting lineup in order for TIE Interceptor's cooldown thing to work. I think it's right here. No, it's over here. Oh, and actually it's on Darth Vader's kit, I think. I think it's actually technically on Darth Vader's kit, this thing. Yeah, at the start of the battle, if all allies are Empire, Inquisitorius, or Sith, and TIE Interceptors and Reinforcements, Allied Empire capital ship cooldowns are reduced by 1, including Call Reinforcement. Yeah, I forgot it's in his kit. So you want that running so you have, the whole shebang and all that. Oh, keep refreshing. It's there. There's always free claims. At the very least, like Mr. Shadow or whatever his name is, will always have 5 free shards. Yeah, it just gets crushed. Some days I'm lucky and I can get in there and grab it right when the reset happens, but most days I have to wait. There was a day I waited and I forgot till 10 minutes till the refresh, and I barely got in there and pulled the free claims and then refreshed and got the stuff for the current day or the new day or whatever. All right, so I always do this, just get a little survivability out there. I'll ability block him, feed some turn meter, and we'll take these hits. Hopefully everybody lives. And then we'll call in defender. Hey, Sam, be careful with the puppy, buddy. But yeah, treat it exactly like a GAC battle. Even though Gauntlet, doesn't typically belong in that lineup. Ugh. Yeah, you need that Red Hulk. Is there another option other than New Avengers? Because, they're fine to put on war defense. They'll be a pain in the ass for somebody, but, they're just not a good team. Oh, they're so fucking bad. And there you go. And that's, just about 1 million points for your guild. Oh, yeah, dude, they're just so fucking bad. All right, what can we do here? What can we do here for funsies? I wonder how they... All right, this could be fun. These guys under Jedi Master Luke, this could be a good time. Yeah, I know, but that territory is locked off. So let me do what I want to do, game. This is either going to be awesome or a disaster. It's nowhere in between. Ooh, right now it's looking like it's kind of leaning towards disaster. Ooh, ouch. And 2-man Illuminati with 3, like... So who are the Illuminati that you have? I guess that is a question. Yes, I think you're correct. I believe Hank is classified as an Avenger. And so is Iron Man, obviously, the classic Iron Man. Hey, look at that. We cleared a wave. Iron Man, Hank, and three shits. Because you could do like, yeah, Pegasus Iron Man is very good. If you have like Infinity War Thor, he's okay. Like I think I did mine with like Cap, Infinity War Thor, Hulk, and I can't remember the other two, but those first three would have definitely been on the team. You know, let's maybe clear out some of his support. Damn. That was a good hit from JML. Good hit from Qui-Gon too. All right. So this is kind of fun and viable. I mean, it's unorthodox, but Hank is really good. I think mine's still pretty low for me to have a final opinion on him, but I think he's really, really good. I don't know how good he's going to feel in Dark Dimension, but I think he feels pretty, like when I use him in Cosmic Crucible, I think he feels fantastic. Like usually my Black Panther Shuri will go first, and then he'll take a turn. And if things aren't dead by the time he's taking a turn, I might be I'm in over my head situation, you know, or I'm trying to punch up too high with them. Well, hey, there we go. There's a win. So that was kind of a fun little unorthodox team. I've been looking for uses for Master Qui-Gon. And, you know, I mean, you want to naturally just be like, oh, they go with Quadme, but, you know, they're Jedi and they're Galactic Republic. So, I mean, they definitely have some options. Okay, where do we need to deploy? Dark side to 310, light side to 390. Wait, wrong planet. There's not, I mean, I could do one more Frankenstein team here under Rey, but if you beat the first new Avengers node where the Wakandan faction is actually a threat. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's good information to know. I cannot and will not. I put a lot into the new Avengers when I finally had access to getting them started up to where I felt like they were worth doing something with, and they have been nothing but a constant disappointment for me. I don't think they're good. I don't think they're good. And I just, like, it's one of those teams that I'm just like, if you have any other choice. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. That's just the power creep working in their favor, but put them up against anything that came out. The only other team that I think is worse is the team that's like Gwenpool and Cloak and Dagger and them. And Firestar, I think her name is, and I can't remember who the fifth is supposed to be, but they were a team that everybody's like, oh, it's the new shiny, and they're horrible. They're a terrible team. And Gwenpool, I think, was one of the voted characters. They never materialized into anything. And New Avengers are in that same ballpark. They're in that same vein. They never, if they had any potential, it was very, very short, and then it went away. I will never recommend somebody level them up. There's better Avengers. There's better Avengers. There really is. Pegasus has a couple of good Avengers, and Infinity War Thor is a decent character. My only problem with him is he's slow, but he gets to take bonus turns on the enemy protectors, and so that can add up to some damage. And then when he does get his turns, he can really wreck some shit. And then Cap, if you have old school classic Cap, whenever he does his taunt, he'll feed ability energy to Avengers. So like you can get Thor's ultimate one turn sooner. I don't even need to actually worry about doing anything on a planet. We're not trying to get stars, but let me check all platoons. Let me check platoons real quick. See what I can help my homies out with. Embo. And get you Gat and Cad Bane. There we go. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. And yeah, Rebirth has fallen off. There's no two ways about it. Rebirth has fallen off because they took the two main people over to Out of Time. The other team that was kind of came and had its moment but fizzled. They're decent in raids, or they were decent in raids. They're decent in older raids. Was the Invaders with like the classic Cap and Bucky and Iron Fist and Union Jack with Nick Fury. They were decent in raids for a minute, but then they too have fallen into obscurity. Like there's so many better choices. What were we checking? Platoons. Only platoon assignments. Okay, so they don't want to risk anything. We'll check here. All platoons. What can we do? Oh, hey, we can do a little bit here. There we go. Okay. All right. So that's going to do it for the stream, guys. But I want to point out and remind you that if you're familiar with Bones, he streams all the time. I will be on his podcast tonight. I will be on the Three Scoundrels podcast at 8:30 Eastern time. So if you want to come check that out, we're going to talk all sorts of fun stuff. We do have that going on, and then tomorrow I will stream late because I am going to that convention. It'll probably be 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern time when I get on. And I might start the Raid Shadow Legends activation tomorrow. You might have noticed the link popping up in the chat. I think I'll have a good time. I think the con will be fun. Like I said, I'm meeting Martin Sheen and John C. McGinley. And then I'm going to go meet D. Bradley Baker, voice of Captain Rex, Hunter, Echo, Tech, all those guys. I'm going to go get an autograph from him. Hopefully he's got a cool Rex thing that he can sign. So if he doesn't, I'll get whatever's on there. The last time I went to this con, the guy that voiced Hondo was there. But he's also the guy that voices Hondo is also the guy that does Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. So we took Sammy to see him for Winnie. I didn't know he did Hondo until we were standing in line, and he had this photograph with all the characters he voiced on it that he signed for Sammy, and he did the Winnie the Pooh voice for Sammy. It was very nice. Jim Cummings is his name, but he did the voice for Hondo, and I was like, oh my God, Hondo. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting D. Bradley Baker because we love Captain Rex in my household, and I think Captain Rex is loved in every household. So meeting the guy that does his voice, that brings him to life, at least in animation, and we all know that Tamora Morrison brings him to life in in one brief scene in Ahsoka in live action. But yeah, D. Bradley Baker, he's voiced a lot of our favorite characters. If you've watched any of those animation shows, he's done voices in most of them, and he's voiced a lot of characters. So it'll be kind of cool to get to meet a guy who's contributed so much to something we love. Yeah, Django for live action, Baker for animation. So yeah, I mean, D. Bradley Baker, his how many lines of voice work has he done for the clones? I mean, way more than Tamura, probably, for sure. I mean, Tamura's face has appeared and is obviously still the base of the face in animation, but yeah, it should be really, really neat. I've got a lot of respect for the guy. Because yeah, he's voiced a lot of characters that we all know and love. So like he did pretty much every voice for the Bad Batch. And I mean for the whole show, not even for just the clones. Like he did so much voice work for the Bad Batch, it was ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, so I'll be on tomorrow, and then I'm going to do a 2-hour Raid Shadow Legends stream, and there is a thing, you might have noticed the link popping up into chat from time to time through Chatbot. And we'll go over that more when I actually get it going. But if you've never played Raid Shadow Legends and you feel like using my link to download it, it can help me out a lot. One, just kind of meeting my small, humble financial goals. But two, if we end up doing really well with it and I keep getting more of these opportunities to do these sorts of things, I could get better equipment. I could end up being able to do some really cool stuff for the channel. Well, Grax, you're catching me at the end, man. You're catching me at the end, but I'll be on the Three Scoundrels podcast here in just about 3 hours. So yeah. And then tomorrow night, yeah, late stream. And I'll either do the raid thing tomorrow or I'll do it on Saturday. But I appreciate you being here, Grax. I appreciate you being here. And then yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night. And it's going to depend on how tired I am if I want to do the Raid Shadow Legends thing, because I've never played it before, so I'm going to be starting out. And I want to be able to give it the attention it deserves and the focus it deserves. But anyways, guys, again, Three Scoundrels podcast here in about 3 hours. And then sometime tomorrow night, whenever I'll get home, we'll have dinner. And then after I settle in and decompress a little bit, because it's a 2-hour drive one way to Pittsburgh. So, I mean, it's all freeway, but it's not. If you've ever driven in Pennsylvania and you've been on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, it's nothing to brag about. Yeah. Yeah, it should be 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, I think is what he said. I'll have to double check with him, make sure I didn't miss anything, but yeah, it should be 8:30. Every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. So yeah. Oh, that'll be awesome, Grax. And spread the word. I don't know what all we're going to talk about. I know there's going to be a lot of Galaxy of Heroes talk, but there'll probably be a lot of other talk too. So, but anyways, guys, tune in for that podcast. And then, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night for streams after the con. And then, yeah, I'm going to be doing the Raid Shadow Legends thing. And hopefully it goes well and I can reinvest some of that money into... I want to get better monitors. I actually need to get a better computer. I just bought this computer, but it's kind of a bare bones base level model. So I need to upgrade at some point, but the channel is still young, even if I am not. But the channel is young. So hopefully we're able to grow it and using, little promotions like this through gaming on Stream Elements and whatnot, hopefully enables us to make some of these upgrades as we go down the road. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully I've got time to run to the hardware store so I can get the screws that I need to mount my kid's new television. But yeah, I think that's it. I was going to do some Conquest on stream, but I got to get out to the store, and plus my energy hasn't recharged because I haven't bought the thing, and I'm a little annoyed with Conquest, so so my motivation is fairly low. But anyways, thank you for being here, folks. I appreciate the shit out of you. You're all awesome. Love when you show up to talk Galaxy Heroes or Strike Force or even just life in general. I'm here to talk about it all. while you watch me dink around on video games. It was hell of a life. Hell of a life. Anyways, guys, thank you. We'll catch you on the podcast later and on stream tomorrow. And until then, have a good night.